After a long day, naturally, we like to come home and relax. Some of us like to chill on the couch, put on a movie, put on our favorite TV show. Some of us like to come home and play video games, hang out with our pets, etc. And some of us like to chill out with a nice cocktail. So, as someone that's worked in the restaurant industry for the past few years, I know my way around a good cocktail. And today I'm going to show you guys how to make a classic old fashioned. So what you'll need, first of all, is a rocks glass, a short rocks glass. This is what old fashions are traditionally put in. And then old fashions are also a whiskey or bourbon based cocktail. So I'm going to use Buffalo Trace today. You can use whatever bourbon or whiskey you want. And then we're going to need some bitters. This is the Angostura brand. This is what's most commonly used in restaurants and bars. I have orange bitters. You can use orange bitters or aromatic bitters. That's what's also used. We're gonna need an orange and sugar cubes. This is optional, some fancy ice. And then I'm missing bourbon soaked cherries or maraschino cherries. That's what you would normally garnish with. I just don't have any, so we're just gonna nix it. It's not that important. And then for tools, I have a stir, I have a peeler, a spout, a muddler, and some tongs. So let's get started. First things first, we're gonna get 2 sugar cubes and we're just gonna throw them at the bottom. Then we're gonna do 2 to 3 splashes of bitters in there. I like 3, so 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna put a tiny bit of water, like half a teaspoon. I'm just gonna get some from my sink. Okay, that's good. So then we're gonna get our muddler, muddle that all together, kind of make a paste. There we go. So now we got it all pasty. We're gonna get our whiskey. I'm gonna use a spout. So old fashions call for 2 ounces of whiskey. That's roughly 2 shots. You can measure this with like a shot glass or a little measuring thing. Or you can count it with a spout. If you have a spout, you can do a count. So 1 shot or 1 ounce equals a 4 count. So we're gonna do an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna give that a stir, mix everything together. Next, we're gonna get our ice. I just have some sphere ice. Now, this is why I use tongs, because sometimes it'll slip and like splash into the glass and spill everything. So we're gonna set it in there nicely with some tongs. Good, good. Then we're gonna give it another stir. Get the ice all nice and saturated. Then we're gonna get our orange and our peeler. What you're gonna do is just peel a good size of the skin off. And then we're gonna do what's called expressing orange, which you're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but when you hold the orange or horizontally and then you squeeze it, and then once you squeeze it, like the orange fibers or whatever fly everywhere and they make the drink really nice and aromatic. So we're gonna give it a squeeze. All the fibers flew everywhere, and then we're gonna rub it around, get all the juices all over, and then you're done. Now, this is where you would throw in a bourbon soaked cherry or maraschino cherry, but I don't have any, so this is what it's gonna look like. Let's see what it tastes. Nice. Now, old fashions are really boozy. They're really liquor forward cocktails, so if you don't like that, I would say go for like a margarita or something like that. But now we know how to make an old fashioned. Remember, drink responsibly and don't drink unless you're 21. Thank you.